Look at that. Looks like a regular bicycle. Let's see if we can make it up the hill. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, she made it. 100%. It's a little nimble bike. Nimble. Nimble, nimble, nimble. Not without me pedaling. Oh, she made it. My chicken jump. Hello, my friends. I hope you're having an outstanding, fabulous day. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for being my friends. Thank you all for being my subscribers. And if you're not, boom, smash that subscribe, smash that like, share my videos, and tell your friends. And check out my show on @FranticTV, small TM, Answers with Bruce, where I answer legal questions and cover legal topics involving the e-bike, e-mobility community. So go to @FranticTV, TM, smash that like, smash that subscribe. So today we have, boom, a new bike from Nakto. Thank you, Nakto. And for all of you who have seen my other videos, you'll know all about Nakto. If you have not seen my videos, Nakto.com. They've been around for over 7 years. They have sold over 400,000 bikes. They have over 45,000 five-star reviews online. You get free shipping, a 1-year warranty, and I've told my viewers, my subscribers in many videos, A++++ customer service. I've had issues with the bikes. Within 24 hours, they always respond. You can email, you can call. They own their own factory, so they can control production and the quality of the bikes, which have been, the bikes that I have received have been outstanding. Nothing in life is perfect. Yes, my folding ox broke a few times. Yes, they were always on the job to repair it. And then I gave it away to my friend Justin. They also have a U.S. warehouse. They have a U.S. warehouse and they have a couple stores, and you can go on to Nakto.com, put in your zip code, and you can find bike shops nearby. If you want to buy a Nakto product, you can use my code IMBruceECLECTIC and you will save $60 off a bike. If you want to buy that rack that I did that video on, my most popular video, they have a rack. It weighs 44 pounds. It can hold 165, 170 pounds worth of bikes. And it is one-hand operation. And it makes your bike secure with the way they designed it. You can use my code RACK, RACK60, and save $60. I think that rack is under $300 when you use my code. If you use the code, it benefits the channel. The channel is me. It doesn't cost you anything to use the code. You save money by using the code, and the channel me gets a few pennies. What will I do with those pennies? Who knows? Maybe I'll buy some more homeless bags to give out to people, or Toys for Tots, or some other charity, my dog charity, or whatever. It doesn't matter because you save money by using the code. Now, what did Nakto send me? They send me a Ranger 2. It is a new model, so we are going to unbox it and put it together and then look at it, and I'm going to tell you the specs. Like I always tell you, inspect the box when you get it, every single side, and I always tell you to save the box in case you have to send it back. The packaging is good. Every bike that I've received from Nakto is packed really, really well. Take pictures of everything, if anything's damaged, and make a record of it. Just going to pull this bike out, and like I tell you, blanket to lay out the parts. Make sure you have all the parts. First thing, charge the battery while you're putting together the bike. Flat out in your tires. I have videos on the flat out, so you can check that out. That will help save you in case you run over something bad. So let's pull it out and see what we got. There is the Ranger 2, new model from Nakto. And it really looks sweet. It looks like a regular bicycle. That hidden battery inside there is, I mean, it makes it look like a regular bicycle, and it's lightweight, 53 pounds. I've never seen this before, an electric bike. They come to like a little point, just kind of like regular road racing wheels, and it has metal stems. So what do we have with the Ranger 2? We have a really pretty hub motor. It's a 500 watt motor, peaks at 750 watts. We have Zoom mechanical disc on the front and rear, 160 millimeter rotors, 26 by 1.95 inch tires with the metal stems, and that road bike looking rim with some accents here, polished aluminum, plastic fenders on the front and the rear, the hidden battery, the lock that you need to unlock to pull the battery out, charging port. It's a cadence sensor, metal pedals, Zoom disc on the front, 160 millimeter rotors. We have a front shock that actually has preload, which for a heavy person, I put it all the way up, tells you which way to go on this fork. We have lockout so that you can lock it out. The key to turn the power on, chainring, 7-speed Shimano Tourney front headlight, 48 volts, 8 amp hour battery from the factory, 25 mile an hour top speed, rated for 400 pounds, has a color display, only weighs 53 pounds. So we're going to see, but should be able to pedal it like a regular bike. It's a budget friendly bike. Great bike for somebody starting out. With my discount code IMBruceECLECTIC and the sale price, I think this bike is right around $840. Looking at the cockpit, you have locking grips, little palm rest, brake, horn, display, push button shifter, Shimano 7-speed, thumb throttle, lock and grip, brake. To turn the bike on, you need to turn the key, and then on the bottom, the circle with the little line turns on the display. On the bottom, plus, minus. If you hold the plus, the light will come on. Hold the plus, the light will go off. Power assist levels, plus 2, 3, 4, 5. To lower, you hit the minus. If you press the minus button and hold the minus button, it will go into walk mode. And there's a foot there to tell you that. It tells you the PAS level, tells you your battery, tells you your speed, and it tells you, if you click on the power button, the odometer, max speed, average speed, your trip distance, and then back to odometer. Very basic display, but nice bright colors. So we'll see how it is out in the light. Horn. It's actually pretty loud. The seat post is set up for me at 6 feet, 32-inch inseam. This seat post will come out another 5 or 6 inches. That seat will come up to here. This bike could easily fit a 6'6", 6'7" rider, and it can go all the way down. So it could fit probably a 5'2" rider. So this bike can fit a lot of people size-wise, and the spot for a bottle holder or some other kind of attachment there. And that is the Ranger 2. Maiden voyage. Look at that. That bike really, 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 really looks great. It looks like a regular bicycle. Streamline. Look at the nice tires. Those rims, it's like a high-dollar road bike. And you got the polished aluminum. Key must be on. Power button on the bottom of the display. It's not great to see in the sunlight. It comes on in PAS 1. So remember, don't turn it on until you're on the bike. I'm going to bed the brakes too. Ooh, suspension fork works. And the speedometer is accurate. I have my GPS on my phone. Pedal assist 1, throttle only, 7 miles an hour. Pedal assist 2, throttle only, almost 9 miles an hour. GPS is the screen's pretty accurate. It's off by a mile. Pedal assist 3, throttle only, 10 miles an hour. Pedal assist 4, throttle only, 12.5 miles an hour. Pedal assist 5, throttle only. All right, so with Bruce 260 pounds on the bike, it'll only do 18 miles an hour. Zoom mechanical disc brakes are good. If I had to have a mechanical disc brake, Zoom brakes are the ones to have. Right. Pedal assist 5, pedaling. Camera swinging like a banshee. 20. 21. We hit 21 pedaling. And I still had some feeling in the pedals. Actually, I have one more test that I wanted to do pedaling. I had to look at my cheat sheet on my hand that I write on. This is in gear number 1 with no pedal assist. So I can tell you, out of all my electric bikes that I've pedaled, and I have pedaled them all without power during testing, really, this is the easiest bike to pedal. So I'm pedaling at 8 miles an hour. So if I ran out of juice with this bike, I raised the seat up a little bit. Would my knees hurt? Yeah, because I need 2 new knees. But could I do it? Oh, yes. This would be the easiest bike I've ever had to pedal. This is also going to be part of our range test. All right, cadence sensor. It's pretty responsive. As soon as you start moving the pedals, the motor kicks right on. So there's no lag with the cadence sensor. We're going to keep, and the shock, the front fork shock works. Let's go up the curb. Oh yeah. I put flat out in. I got 45 pounds in the tires. The tires is 40 minimum, 60 max. Actually, I could put a little bit more air in them because they look a little low with my fat butt. No rear suspension, so my butt feels it when I come off the curb, but the front suspension is nice. Actually, let's get into a higher gear so we can, let's do another speed test. Yep, front suspension for a budget bike is good. 1.5 miles under the belt. Can I tell you one thing right now? Yes, this seat is uncomfortable for a fat old man like me, knocking on 60. I'll be 60 in February, and a more comfortable seat would be a good thing. Ride's pretty smooth. No rattles, no noise. The gears work fine, but I've told you before, you got to adjust it's got adjustment for the gears, and that's not uncommon to have to adjust gears. Let's see how it does this little hill going up throttle. And then we're going to go do the bigger hill near my house. Oh yeah. All throttle up this little hill. This is just a little grade. We're going to test it on the big hill before we use too much battery. No problem. I'm going to add a little bit of air to the tires, but maybe, I don't know. It's actually pretty soft with the air pressure I got, and I told you the shock works. Oh, you know what I need to do? Ah! There's my bird imitation. Chipman. Tararenko. Look at that. Nimble. Did you see that? That's a little circus clownish. See how nimble we are in here. Oh yeah. This bike is smaller, but it's light and nimble. 100%. The acceleration, it's not a rocket ship, but the acceleration with the throttle and the cadence is almost immediate. So that's a good thing. Now, I was going to go up here with my trike, and I never did because I was worried about it. Let's see if we can make it up the hill. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She made it. That was pretty good. Been easier if I was in the lower gear, too. Oh, yeah. 100%. It's a little nimble bike. It's even making me look good. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I feel like Johnson and Shoot the Chit. Nimble, 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 nimble. We need to try some steeper hills. Oh yeah, I know right where we can go try. Actually, we got to do the steep hill test first before we take too much battery juice off. Because this is a small battery. So we are going to, look at this. Boom. Look at that turning radius. We got to go to northeast and then come up the steep hill, test it. Nimble. Nimble, nimble, nimble. Nimble. Nimble, nimble, nimble. Now, I will say this. We've only gone 2.8 miles and we've already lost one battery bar. So that just tells you that we're not going to get a lot of great range out of this bike. But this is a budget bike for somebody who's just starting out and, maybe not sure about what to buy or style or whatever. This would be a good bike for that. This is definitely a pedal bike. This is a bike where you want to pedal, which is not all the time hard, even though it's a cadence, because I can crank on these pedals and get speed. I can crank on these pedals like I went up that little trail hill, pedaling, helping the motor off. It never would have made it with just the motor. Not with me, 260 pounds. So this is going to be a big test right here. Going down a hill. This is a hill we're going to have to go up too. We're just coasting. I'm just going to tell you how fast it'll go. 24, 25. Whoa, better not do that. I'm going to fall. 26. You're just going to have to believe me. 27. I can put stats in. 28. 29. So it'll roll coasting 29 miles an hour. Are you pedaling at 29 miles an hour? No. Do I have feeling in the pedals at 21, 22, 23 miles an hour? Yes. Another hill we're going to go down coasting. And this is the test coming up. This is the long, steep hill that I used for my initial ride testing from Northeast to Charlestown. And then we had the steep, short hill right before we get into Charlestown. So we're going to get some good testing on this bike. We already have about 5 miles. Now with this bike, it's easy to run across the sidewalk and not one person will say a word because it looks just like a regular bike. Stealth battery, regular bike look. Yeah. I've never done this with any of my other bikes. Hello.
Hey.
It looks like it's a stealth bike. Down the sidewalk, stealth bike. Look at that, nimble. Nimble, nimble, nimble. I've never done this with any of my bikes. Why? Because all my other bikes weigh so much more money, weigh so much more. They are not this nimble. Look at that, nimble, nimble, nimble. the things you can do, the things you can see when you got an e-bike stealthy like me. All right, let's go test the hill and then ride around Charlestown, because I'm expecting only about 15 miles with this bike. To Charlestown, we're going up the hills. We're going to test this bike. It's 500 watts, peaks at 750. Now, my trike Amica, all my trikes made it up this hill. My 500 watt trikes made it up like 10 miles an hour thereabouts. My brand new TK Pro, which is 750, peaking at almost 1500, that thing went up full speed, pretty much, like 15 miles an hour. Not sure what she's going to do. I don't even have a name for this one. Oh, Shizm. I got a name for this bike. I've been waiting for a bike. All right, we're going up the hill. I'm going to just do all throttle until she sputters, because she is going to sputter. I think. All throttle, going up the hill, 16 miles an hour. Is it a steep hill? Yes, it is. If she dips below 8, I'm going to pedal because I don't want to kill the motor. If she maintains, she's doing 12. If she maintains this, I'll just keep throttling it. And I'll actually be very happy with that, because that's about how my 500 watt trikes did. She's at 11. She's slowing down. She's up half the hill. Oh, I can feel her trying to pick up speed. Oh, she's picking up speed. No pedaling going on. My legs ain't moving. And she's picking up some speed. Not sure how this display is going to come out. All right, she's going to pass the test. 13 miles an hour. We're right near the top. Oh, the next hill, though, is steeper and shorter, so she's gonna do it. All my bikes slow down right at this crest, because the crest has a little pika-mika in it. And she's doing the same thing. Oh yeah, but I'm not gonna pedal. 10 miles an hour. 10 miles an hour. 10 miles an hour, half our battery bars are gone. Half our battery bars are gone. Half our battery bars are gone, and we've gone 6.8 miles. All right, she did it. All right, all throttle. 19, 18, 17, 14, 13, 12. This one's a tough hill. Gets down to 8, I'm gonna pedal. 10, 9, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Oh, 7. All right, we got to pedal. We got downshift too. She ain't gonna make it. She's not gonna make it up this hill. Not without me pedaling. So it would have killed her. We're only halfway up. So we're pedaling now, and we're doing 13, 14 miles an hour. So she is not a hill climbing beast. What is her name? Her name is Frida. I'm naming her after my other grandmother. My trike TK Pro is named Mary after my mom's mom, my grandmother, my mom Mary, my mom. And this one is going to be named after my father's mother, my mom Bootsy, Frida. So this is Frida. All right. Success up the steep long hill. No success. Throttle only up the steep short hill. But she did make it up with me pedaling, which I don't mind pedaling even though it hurts my knees. All right. One battery bar left, I think. I got to get in the shade. The display, you can't see it in the sun. It's too hard. Maybe if I turned it the other way, but if I turned it the other way, then you would never see the, then you'd have a hard time getting to the buttons. We got 2 battery bars. We got 2 battery bars. 8 miles. All right, this is another first. First time I have ridden a bike on this sidewalk. Why? Other bikes are just too big and bulky and heavy. And this looks like a real bicycle. Stealth bike. Stealth bike. It's a stealth bike. And still going strong at 8.8 miles. Oh, I kind of like going up and down. That's a good test of the front fork. Front fork, it's good for a budget bike. Look at this, up and down, up and down, up and down like a clown. Up and down on the sidewalk all around. Oh yeah. I like this. Nimble, 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 nimble. This is my spot where I like to ride when I'm in town. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Now, this one here, I always have to go a little bit slower so I don't end up either in the creek or up here. It's a sharp turn. But with this bike here, I can go faster, believe it or not, even though it's slower than my other stuff. Look at this. Nimble, 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 nimble. Now, the other thing that you need to remember, once you start using up all your battery, you lose power. So she's a little bit weaker than she was. Not sure how many miles we're gonna get. This is the same display that's on my, or very similar to the one that's on my Mooncool that has a fake battery bar. There's always one battery bar left, but there's no juice left. Actually, all right, off-roading with not much battery juice left. Should downshift it. Boom, 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 boom. Is it making it? Of course it is. Is it bumpy? Yes. Is the front shock working? Yes. Is the rear shock working? No, there is no rear shock. Pretty quiet too, actually. Oh, stupid camera. Sorry about that. We're going to the haunted house. Boom. She made it, Frida. She made it. She made it across the field with not much battery left. Got a leaf stuck in my wheel. This is where you want to have good brakes. Never really finished bedding them. This is a good bedding right here. This might be my bedding hill from now on. Oh, people are fishing. Little bumpy. Little bumpy. See if we can go up this hill. Nope, not without me pedaling. Oh, she made it. She made it. Yeah, she's running out of grunt. She's running out of grunt. But like, this is bumpy. Front shock, it's good. Rear shock, there ain't none. This bike is nimble, and this is the only bike that I have been a crazy jumper with. Why? Because it only weighs 53 pounds. It only weighs 53 pounds, and it's nimble. A chicken jump. Nimble, 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 nimble. All right, we have gone. You can't even see it probably. Ah, so obnoxious. Can you see it? 18 miles. I hope you can see it. You're gonna have to trust me. 18 miles, we have no battery. See it blinking there? Maybe you can see it now. 18 miles. That is the range test. So we're doing an initial evaluation and range test all in one. Nice welds, nice color. Brakes work outstanding. The gears work outstanding. The seat is a little uncomfortable for my fat old butt. Great budget friendly bike. It looks really sweet. It looks like a regular bicycle. It pedals like a regular bicycle. It is so nimble because it only weighs 53 pounds. You've seen the footage of me going up and down the hills. So the shock works. The gears work. It's a nice bike. You can't go wrong with the bike. You can't go wrong with the company. So that is my review. Look at that beautiful flag. The Nakto Ranger 2 new model, great bike. Use my code IMBE60, save $60. It's on sale now. I think it'll be like $840 or maybe a little bit less. Great budget friendly entry level bike for somebody who wants to just start testing the electric world to see what kind of bike they want. It'll make it up the hills. We're going to do another range test that'll be more fair on flat terrain, hopefully maybe a little bit warmer weather. And thank you all for being my friends. Thank you all for being my subscribers. And if you're not, boom, smash that subscribe. Boom, smash that like. Share my video, tell your friends, go to nakto.com and look up the Ranger 2. And if you have not, please go watch my show, Answers with Bruce. I cover legal topics in the electric bike world, the electric mobility world on @FranticTM. Go to @FranticTM, smash that subscribe, boom, smash that like, share that channel, that @FranticTVTM. I'm going to keep this blooper in. Share and tell your friends to go @FranticTVTM and watch and subscribe as well. I love you all. See ya! So let's pull it out and see what we got. Nice tires. 26 by 1.95. So this is going to ride like a regular bicycle if you run out of power. You'll be able to pedal it because the tires will have low resistance because they're narrow. And they will, the bike is light. It only weighs 53 pounds. Because the bike's so light, you can pull it right out. Start undressing it very carefully with scissors or snips. You can see everything is well packaged. They have protectors for the rotor and the wheel. The seat is protected. Read the manual. Really nice matte black finish. You'll find the keys on the handlebar wires. Carefully cut them off. You will need the keys to remove the battery. So you put the keys in and the battery will lift right out. You can charge it while you're putting together the bike. The standard 2-amp charger. You'll get instructions with the charger. Plug into the battery first and then the 110 receptacle. You get the seat. You have a front fender. You'll get 2 pedals, which are metal with little teeth, which are nice. Normally you get plastic. And you get some tools and a spare fuse, which would be for the battery. The wheel. Look how sleek it is, though. Look at the design. It's almost like a fancy road bike. I use this bike stand. I have this bike stand right here. And I needed to wedge some of the styrofoam in here, but this will keep the bike from moving when I put it together. So they're only like $25, $30 on Amazon. Nakto gives you the tools to do it. I use just cheap tools that I bought because I like ratchet because it's easier and faster. So I got these from Harbor Freight. They're cheap. So I tell everybody, invest in some tools, just some basic tools so that you can work on simple things like this. The instruction manual that Nakto gives you with this bike, it sucks. But their video on how to assemble this bike, I'm going to embed it. It's actually a good video. Step one is to install the wheel. Remember, I have my back wheel in a bike stand holding it. It comes with the nuts already on it. So you take off the nuts on each side. It has what I call the safety washer, which has that little lip on it. And that's going to go in the frame. And then you have to glide the rotor through the brake caliper. Like this. Pick up the front. There's no tab in the brake rotor, so you don't have to worry about pulling that out. And then the fork goes between the magical washer and the wheel. There's the safety washer, and there's a hole in the frame, and that's where you want to make sure the little tab goes into. Then you put your nut on. See, I already got this one started. And I'm going to start both sides. And then I'm going to make sure the wheel is straight. And I'm going to tighten a little, tighten a little, tighten a little, tighten a little. And then I'll just lift up the front and spin it. That clinking is the light hitting it. And the rotor will need a little bit of adjustment. But these brakes have an adjustment on the back side, which I'm going to show you, which makes it easy to fine tune them. I have this stool. It's collapsible. Handle, top, bottom, up and down. You can adjust the height. I also like this stool because it holds tools. This is the wrench, the hex wrench that Nakto provides. So the next step is to loosen up this top bolt on the stem. This white piece is trash. And then you install the stem. There's a smaller provide hex that you need to make sure that this is loose. It's only about halfway on. So I'm going to tell you to remove one of these spacers. Now I have 2/3 gripping the stem. Centerpiece that you took off, you're going to put that back on there and then tighten it up. I actually tightened it up almost all the way. You don't want to make it super tight yet, because then what you want to do is line up your handlebars, your wheel straight, your handlebar straight, and then you want to tighten up these bolts on the side of the handlebar. You just want to do a little bit here and a little bit on the other side. All right, so Nakto had this on the front. Remove that, and then you put the fender and the light all together at the same time. Put the fender bracket on the front, then the light, then they give you the tools like so. You bend up this fender here, and you can adjust your light and tighten it up on the side here. Next step is pedals. Screw part, there's an R and an L. Right, left. Nakto gives you a wrench. Do that for the other side too. The seat has a minimum height mark. You need to be below that mark. Make sure this is loose. Seat is in. It was a little tight. Actually got some lubricant and sprayed on there, and it slid right in. This little lever here, and on the back side of this lever there's a turn screw, and you want to turn that to make sure that be tight enough so that when you close it, you're leaving a little indent print in your palm. And the last piece of the puzzle is to connect the orange arrow to arrow. Boom. Battery's charged. Electrical part on the bottom. In. And you have two bosses here that you could put bottle holder. There is the Ranger 2, new model from Nakto, and it really looks sweet.